Before we begin, if you've ever felt confused about a man's behavior, if you've ever wondered why he suddenly feels different, or if you've ever questioned whether his interest is still alive, you're not alone. And here on PureHer, we talk honestly about the things women silently struggle with. So if you want more videos like this, more emotional clarity, more guidance, and more empowering perspective, make sure you follow and subscribe. Because PureHer is here to remind you that your heart, your intuition, and your standards matter. Today, we're breaking down a powerful topic: the signs that a man's interest is fading, not to scare you, not to break your confidence, but to give you clarity, to help you protect your energy, to help you save your emotional time, and to make sure you don't fall into the trap of overthinking something that actually has very simple explanations. Because when a man's interest fades, there are always signals. Some are quiet, some are loud, some feel like small changes at first, and some hit you suddenly, all at once. But once you learn these signs, you'll never doubt yourself again. Let's start with the first major sign. 1. His consistency disappears. At the beginning, he was present. He messaged you. He checked on you. He remembered small things. He made effort without you having to ask. But now, the rhythm is broken. He replies whenever he feels like it. He shows up only when it fits his schedule. The attention he once gave so freely now feels like something you must earn. And here's the truth: a man who is genuinely interested doesn't have to be reminded to show up. Interest naturally creates consistency. The moment consistency dies, something inside him has already shifted. 2. He stops being curious about you. Men who want you want to know you, your day, your feelings, your opinions, your dreams. But when his interest fades, conversations become flat. Short replies, dry reactions, no emotional engagement. You feel like you're talking to someone who is half present. It's not your imagination. He's mentally checked out long before the physical distance shows. And this lack of curiosity is one of the strongest indicators of fading interest. A man cannot stop caring about what he values. So when he stops asking, something is wrong. 3. His emotional availability suddenly drops. This one hurts the most, because women feel it deeply. The warmth he once gave you turns cold. The emotional presence he gave you disappears. You start to wonder if you did something wrong. But most of the time, it has nothing to do with you. He simply pulled back emotionally, and your heart is reacting to the shift. Remember this: a man withdrawing emotionally is never subtle. It always leaves a trace. And if you felt that shift, trust yourself. Your intuition is not lying. 4. He no longer prioritizes you. A man with genuine interest makes room for you, even on busy days, even with a chaotic schedule. But when interest fades, suddenly everything becomes an excuse. He's too busy. He's too tired. He forgot. He didn't see the message. And somehow, every plan you suggest is later. Maybe. Or we'll see. You're no longer someone he wants to connect with. You're someone he keeps delaying. And here's something you must never forget: a man's priorities reveal his feelings. If he sees you as a priority, you will feel it. If he doesn't, you will feel that too. 5. He becomes irritated by things that never bothered him before. This is one of the most painful shifts. Suddenly your normal behavior annoys him. Your questions bother him. Your presence feels like pressure to him. And he reacts with shortness, frustration, or unnecessary coldness. When a man is losing interest, even your love feels like a responsibility to him. That's why his patience disappears. Not because you changed, but because his emotional investment changed. 6. He stops making you feel safe in the connection. In the beginning, he wanted to reassure you. He wanted you to feel valued. But when interest fades, men stop offering emotional stability. He leaves your messages hanging. He disappears without explanation. He creates uncertainty. He brings confusion. And without realizing it, you start questioning your worth. That clarity is never supposed to hurt. And love is never supposed to feel like guessing. 7. His body language becomes distant. Men communicate more through actions than words. When interest fades, their energy changes. Less eye contact. Less physical closeness. Less enthusiasm. Less engagement. More distractions. More silence. More emotional vacancy. And this shift is something women feel instantly. Because energy does not lie. 8. He no longer includes you in his future. In the beginning, he talked about plans, trips, events, dreams, moments you could share. But now, those conversations have disappeared. The future he pictured with you became something he avoids. And that silence is not accidental. It's a sign that his feelings no longer see you beside him long term. This is the moment you must pay attention. Because a man who plans for you, cares, a man who avoids imagining a future with you, is disconnecting. 9. He starts living a separate life, emotionally and physically. You notice the distance. You feel the gap between you. He shares less. He hides more. He keeps you out of his world. And you feel like a visitor instead of a part of his life. This emotional separation is one of the clearest signs. Because when a man still wants you, he naturally pulls you closer. When he doesn't, he isolates himself. 10. He stops putting effort into resolving conflicts. Arguments happen in every connection. But the difference lies in how a man responds. A man who cares, fights for the bond. He listens. He communicates. He tries. He wants to fix things. But when interest fades, he becomes passive. He doesn't care to understand you. He doesn't care to calm the tension. He doesn't care to rebuild. He becomes emotionally checked out. This shows that his heart is already halfway out the door. 11. He becomes vague and unpredictable. At first, he was clear, direct, present. Now he's confusing. His behavior is inconsistent. His words don't match his actions. One day warm, one day distant. You never know which version of him you'll get. Uncertainty is not affection. Confusion is not connection. If he wanted you, you would not be guessing. 12. He stops giving compliments or emotional feedback. Men who like you express it. With words. With attention. With affection. With small acts. So when he stops noticing you, stops appreciating you, stops responding to your emotional expressions, it means the emotional attention he once invested in you is now somewhere else. 13. He starts comparing you, directly or indirectly. This one is subtle but painful. He mentions other women more. He admires others but stays silent about you. He makes you feel not enough without saying it directly. Man who values you will never make you feel like you're competing for his interest. A man who devalues you is already drifting away. 14. You start feeling lonely even when you're still talking. This is the most important sign. Because women feel emotional absence stronger than physical distance. You can still be in contact. You can still message. But inside, you feel alone. You feel unwanted. You feel like the connection is dying. Your intuition is powerful. And when something is off, it whispers before it screams. Now here's the truth you need to carry with you. When a man's interest fades, it is not your job to chase. It is not your job to perform. It is not your job to convince him of your worth. Your value does not decrease because someone failed to recognize it. Your beauty, your presence, your energy, your heart, they remain whole. They remain powerful. They remain worthy. Your role is not to fight for a man's attention. Your role is to choose yourself, to protect your emotional peace, to walk away from uncertainty, to invest your love where it returns to you. Because when a man is meant for you, you will never have to wonder. You will never have to beg for clarity. You will never have to chase consistency. And here is the empowering part. When you stop chasing the wrong man, you open space for the right one. A man who sees you. A man who values you. A man who chooses you effortlessly. A man whose interest doesn't fade, because his heart recognizes your worth from the beginning. So remember this. A man losing interest is not an ending. It is a redirection, a protection, a quiet answer from the universe that says, not this one, not him, not for the woman you are becoming. You are not meant to struggle for love. You are meant to receive it, with ease, with clarity, with effort that matches yours. And if you want more videos that guide you, empower you, and help you navigate relationships with confidence and self-worth, make sure you stay with PureHer. Because here, your heart is always supported. Your value is always honored. And your journey as a woman is always respected. This is your power. This is your reminder. This is your new standard. Welcome to PureHer.